Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, melting. Welcome to my channel, people. I am melting. Oh my goodness. So to be fair, it's about 104. And if I wasn't eating raw vegan fruit and vegetable, I would not risk it. But I'm so happy to be sweating my head off because it means my lymphatic system is moving. And to be fair, at my school, it was about 111. So 104 isn't terrible, but I am out here mucking stalls and not having any excuses. People, I got to get my life back. It has been a really difficult year for me. And in retrospect, it really has been a year. Like, I went back and it was about a year ago this month when I started summer school and started to make some bad choices. And then I got better in July because Tanny Raw had a reset, and that like kept me on my game. And then school started, and it was the kids being back in class face to face for the first time, and that was super stressful because, oh my gosh, we didn't know where that was going to go or how long we'd be open or whatever. And I, in my stress, got back into food, and then I got clean again in like November. But anyway, I just realized, I just looked back over the year and just thought, oh my gosh, I'm just so sorry, that it's been such a long and largely abusive year for me. So this is no excuse, Jules. And my husband was out here, and I thought, if that guy and all his chronic pain is out there, I'm out there. So yeah, I just want to take a moment and check in with you guys. I am melting, but again, that's just a sign that my lymphatic system is moving, because at times in my life, it didn't matter how hot it was, my pores were not open to sweating. And I welcome this. I totally welcome it. So I'll be doing a video on the lymphatic system. I think if you go up and put in search and put in lymphatic system, it'll come up anyway. But it's really important to me to make sure that I take the time to refresh my knowledge all the time. And also just to get in all this stuff. I was listening to a Chef AJ with Dr. Douglas Graham, and she actually just did a thing. I am literally melting, and I am so grateful. She just did this whole thing on raw vegans, and like Liz's Raw Food Romance was on there, and a bunch of people were on there, and 80-10-10, right? Douglas Graham was on there, and I think he just goes by Doug. But anyway, it was a fantastic talk. If you want to look it up, just put in Chef AJ and Doug Graham, and it'll come up. It's like a 2-hour talk, but it was exactly what I needed, to just like hear all the reasons why we're raw, all the reasons why we're not, and it's no offense to anybody, but not primarily, what is it called? Don't tell me. Starchivores, right? People who are indeed eating starch, and what that does to your body, and definitely not into meat or any animal products. And it was just a brilliant talk, and it was one that I really needed to hear. And oh my gosh, life provides. What we focus on grows. And for me, I went ahead and went and got a bunch of beautiful, fruit and vegetables, a lot of good organic greens and organic celery. And then my husband, of course, hooked me up and brought me tons of beautiful citrus and cucumbers and avocados and just a bunch of fantastic stuff. And I thought, I'm pretty much handled. And then he showed up again today with a whole different lot. I mean, beautiful mangoes and gorgeous Mexican papaya, and I don't even know all the things, and I already have a bunch of medjool dates and just all these things for success. It's just a matter of choosing it, and I really have to get back to living just one day at a time, because I get so overwhelmed if I exceed that, or if I make the expectation too high for me, and that's what Chef AJ was saying. She was saying that sometimes the ego will get in the way, and of course in the 12-step program, ego is edging God out, right? And we get so caught up in wanting to be perfect and wanting to do it perfect that the only thing that comes to mind, I got to think of another way to word that. Anyway, we end up throwing out the whole program, and I certainly cannot be that extreme anymore. Our game is up. All right, people, I got to keep going. My horses are out, and they're like, Mom, don't we get to come in? Yes, as soon as I'm done. I'm sure my husband's wondering where I am, too, because I said I'll just do one more stall and take a break. but I wanted to be with my JBV community and say, people, I am out here melting with purpose, right? My lymphatic system is moving. I'm praising God to no end. I'm happy to do this. I'm going to go hydrate myself, of course, but I'm also confident because I've been hydrating for days, right? Just a bunch of beautiful fruit and vegetables and drinking my gallon per day. So if you feel like, oh, you're so ashamed, you've given up, da-da-da, you know what? You always get to start with your next breath. You always get to start with your next bite. So let's do this together. And for those who have been amazing throughout, yay you. So many of you come to mind. All right, me and the flies are getting back to work. Like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. And until we talk again, best of all, there is hope all the time, people. And therefore, we are blessed.